Having fun is not everything. Not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth. It's the love of money that's you don't like money so much. Why don't you ever go to work? Yes, I didn't know you your boss money. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for my kids. Not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. And now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, H Cortez.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It's truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to come to you guys live and direct from the Monetize My Life Academy studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Guys, this is truly, I've been saying this for a couple weeks, this is truly the last week that you will be able to grab Monetize My Life Academy and get the 3-month subscription to Monetize My Life Academy, where you will so you'll get the book, you get the PDF today, the book will go in the mail today, and then you will get a free 3-month subscription to Monetize My Life Academy, where the book will lay out what you can do to monetize your life. The academy will actually show you how to do it via webinars, courses, online courses, live Q&A sessions with me once a week. So we will really give you everything that you need. So maybe you want to be an author. So we will give you a course on how to self-publish your own book. Maybe you want to learn how to build websites. So we'll give you a course on that. Maybe you want to become a blogger. Maybe you like to write like my girl Eliani. So we will show you the ins and outs of blogging and how to monetize a blog. Maybe you like to do videos like me. So we'll show you the ins and outs of how to get your YouTube channel popping. Maybe you have some other skills and talents and you just don't know how to create a course about it. You don't know how to put them into a package. So we'll teach you all of that stuff in Monetize My Life Academy. So the book will talk about how you do all those things, or talk about those different types of things you can do. The academy will actually show you how. So this is the last weekend through Sunday. You can get the book today at monetizemylifeacademy.com. It's $20, and you get a 3 free-month subscription to Monetize My Life Academy. And just so you know what kind of value that is, Monetize My Life Academy is probably going to be a $100 per month membership. Probably going to be a $100 per month membership for all of the things that we're packing into that site. You're literally going to be able to go into the site and take what you know how to do, what you love, your passion, and turn it into a multi-million-dollar business. So that's going to be probably a $100 a month membership site. So I just want you guys to know you're getting a great value at getting a 3 free-month subscription when you simply pre-order the book today for $20 at monetizemylifeacademy.com. So do me a huge favor, guys. If you're checking us out on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, and then grab the link and share it on your favorite social media timeline, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you like to share things. Go ahead and share, because sharing is caring, right? Let's get some other folks involved. And same with you guys on Facebook. Do me that same favor, man. Go ahead and share it on your timeline. Invite some folks to come take a listen, because you kind of get a little bit of Monetize My Life Academy on Fridays. We do what's called Free Game Fridays, where we do live Q&A or fill in the blank. So we'll recap this week's shows. But then if you got questions on branding, marketing, wealth, anything that we teach on the show on a regular basis, you can ask those questions. Give me the name of your business. We'll give you a business shout out, and then ask your question, and I'll try to give you an answer today. And if you don't have an answer, if I don't have an answer for you, then we might have to dedicate a whole show to really diving deep into whatever that topic is. So share the stream today, and then go ahead and hit or invite some folks to come watch directly. And as I tell you guys each and every morning, man, this show is for risers and grinders, man. If you're ready to get up and get out and get something this morning, this is your show. This show is for those who are serious about legacy. If you want to build a legacy, then we try to give you the knowledge to do that for you and your family. This show is for people who want to make themselves better, like my man Jesus Hawthorne, right? Mr. Make You Better, right? If you want to make yourself better, that's what we're here for. I tell you all the time, you guys, I'm not talking at you. I'm not even talking to you. You guys hear me lecture to myself on things that I need to get better at to build the legacy that I'm trying to build for me and my family. So I just want you guys to know that if that's you, this is your show. On the other hand, who is the show not for? It's not for the bump on the law. It's not for the eternal welfare recipient, right? Nothing wrong with needing a hand up from time to time. But if you permanently have your hand fixed in this position, waiting on a handout, this ain't your show, man. We are about we are action takers over here, man. So if that's you, you got that weird relationship with money where you think money is evil, capitalism is a dirty word, you can exit stage left and we won't miss you. I promise. For those of you who've never seen a future billionaire before, take a screenshot. Not just me, but everybody on this stream, man, because we're going after it, man. That's just the name of the game for us and those who watch this show on a regular basis. Today's show is also brought to you by Black Literature Week, guys. Today's featured author is my man Miguel Thornton. So I'm going to read you a little excerpt out of this book right here. Miguel Thornton is a life coach, entrepreneur, inspirational spokesperson, international spokesperson for Dr. K Movement Incorporated, and VP of By Grace, a nonprofit organization fighting homelessness and unemployment. Right. So I'll read some excerpts, but he's going to be on the show next week. We're doing Black Literature Week, where we literally will have 10 authors on the show showcasing their works, man. It's going to be a phenomenal week. So I want you to kind of save some pennies to the side, man, so you can go out and support some of these authors, man, and let them know that you appreciate their work. They're giving you their intellectual property. A lot of them are in the self-help category, trying to help you overcome, trying to help you be better at something that whatever it is you're trying to achieve. So that's Black Literature Week. I actually have 2 spots left. If you know Black authors that want to participate in the show, it's $50. They get videos from the show. They get a couple little clips that they can use as commercials to continue to promote their book. I'm going to promote their book, and the shows are all of my different platforms. So that's going to be super cool. I'm just trying to help authors get themselves out there a little bit. So if you know any authors, I have 2 spots. It will likely be on a Wednesday or a Thursday. They get a 30-minute slot for an interview on the show, and then we take that interview and we splice it up to a couple different smaller clips that they can use for future promotion. And then they get access to a webinar idea with all of the other authors, where I gave them some tips on how to maximize this opportunity. So let's get into today's recap of this week's shows. On Monday, we had my man Carbell Bailey on the show from Blessed to Ball Skill Development Academy. And man, he blew us away on Monday with some of the things that he's doing through the game of basketball, teaching character development to our children in the Chicagoland area, man. And we know that according to a lot of the statistics and the reports, and it seems like they only report bad news out of Chicago. They talk about the murder rate all the time, the body count, and all that good stuff, man. But Carbell is doing something very, very noble with Blessed to Ball. So if you want to know more about that program, go to Blessed, the number 2, Ball, BALL, S as in skill, D as in development.com. Blessed to Ball, SD. .com, and then go over to the web to the fan pages of the same thing, Blessed to Ball SD on Facebook, and give them a like, give them some words of encouragement, man. Say, hey, the financial health mentor speaking about you on the show. I just want to encourage you to keep developing the character of our babies in Chicago and around the country, because that's critically important. And then he's actually got his launching his new book. So you can check that out on his website as well. And I think he's, I don't know if the book is available or if he's taking pre-orders right now, but we have a phenomenal time with Carbell, and he was just breaking down how he relates basketball and skill development into character development. And now he's going into the schools and things of that nature. So if you are an administrator of a school or know any administrators in the Chicagoland area who would like to bring Carbell in, and him and his company to help, develop the character of our kids, then that please get in touch with my man over at Blessed to Ball. sd.com. On Tuesday, we talked about the 4 forms of excuse-itis, right? 4 forms of excuse-itis, and we gave how to overcome them. What are the 4 forms? Health excuse-itis. Hey, Ruthie, how's it going? Health excuse-itis is number 1. Number 2, intelligence excuse-itis, where you don't think you're smart enough, right? Number 3, age excuse-itis. You think you're too old or you think you're too young to get something accomplished. And number 4 was bad luck excuse-itis. So we went deep into the first 2 on Tuesday, and then I had an emergency on Wednesday, and then we went. So how do you overcome health excuse-itis? Really quickly. Number 1, you refuse to talk about your ailment or your issue, and you talk to it instead. Right? I've got a little bit of a stuffy nose going on right now, and the first thing I do, outside of taking my coconut oil, right, I start talking to it. You can't live here. I don't know, like the Mucinex commercial, right? Where the mucus is coming, setting up shop, and the Mucinex comes in and breaks them all up and kicks them out. That's what my words do. You cannot live here. I've got things to do. I can't be sick, so you got to get out of here. Right? So don't talk about your ailments, talk to it instead. Number 2, refuse to worry about it. There's a difference between worry and concern. Oh, sorry, let me turn these chimes off. There's a difference between worry and concern. Some of us will worry ourselves to death. I asked for people to put in the chat on Tuesday, give me something that you worried yourself to death about that never even happened. Because what is worry? Worry is interest paid on a loan that you never received. And my girl, Lady Ray J, gave me an example of worrying about sending her son off to college. And now he's back at home and got his degree and all that stuff. She worried herself to death for nothing. Not saying that she should not have been concerned, but concern means you will take the proactive measure to make sure that your son will be all right and that he can handle himself when he goes to college. Worry is interest paid on things that may never happen. Number 3 is you be grateful for what little health that you do have. I don't care where you are, what's going on in your life. If you have some sense of health, whether you could be suffering from some degenerative disease, but chances are you got a portion of health that you can be thankful for. That's how you overcome health excuse-itis. And number 4, remind yourself. This is my favorite one. It's better to wear out than rust out. Man, I'm gonna ride this life till the wheels fall off. It's better to wear out than to rust out. Sit around doing nothing all the time because you're saying my health is bad, because you're saying I'm too old, you're saying I'm too young. Stop it, man. Stop it. It's better to wear out than rust out. I'm going for mine, man. I don't know about y'all. And then number 2, intelligence excuse-itis. What is intelligence excuse-itis? It's you thinking all the time that you're not smart enough to accomplish something, or other people are way more smart than you, right? How do you overcome that? Number 1, stop selling yourself short. Most people tend to underestimate their intellect and they overestimate everybody else's. I'm gonna say it again. Most people underestimate their intellect and they overestimate everybody else's, right? Number 2, B is remind yourself that attitude is more important than intellect. Attitude is more important than intellect. It's the thinking that controls the intelligence is way more valuable than the amount of intelligence. What is your thought process with the intellect that you have? That's way more important than how much intellect you have, right? Remind yourself that attitude is more important. And then also, remind yourself that the ability to think is greater than the ability to memorize facts. I know you wouldn't be able to tell by the way our school system has really trained us in the way of memorizing facts, right? Lemon, honey, garlic. So my man Joel is on YouTube checking us out, and he's kind of chiming in on my cold, right? So yeah, I'll get some lemon and some honey, little garlic, little peppermint oil, according to my girl Bethany, who will also be another featured author on Monday's show. She's into the health and wellness space. But yeah, your ability to think is greater than the ability to memorize facts. In school, one of the things that they do to our babies is they stop their critical thinking process from growing, and they pound into them that they have to memorize facts. And a lot of the facts that people are they have to memorize, a lot of the facts that you're memorizing, I mean, that's what programming is. You just memorize and you're trained to behave and act a certain way. Well, that's why I like sports so much. Sports, believe it or not, will teach critical thinking skills more so than school. Sports will think critical thinking skills, because in sports you have to think critically. Not only do you have to think critically, you have to think critically in a blink of an eye a lot of times, right? When a running back, when a quarterback snaps and receives the snap, and he turns and hands that ball to a running back, that running back has less than a second to think critically about the move that he needs to make. Then he makes his first move, and the defense responds to that first move, and he in less than a second again has to make a critical decision on the next move to make. All the time he's keeping in mind where the first down marker is. All the time he's keeping in mind he's got to protect the ball. All the time he's keeping in mind how to best protect himself and absorb the hit and stay on his feet. Critical thinking at its best. Now, whether or not you want to put your kid in football for that lesson, you know, with all the stuff that's going on with concussions and all that stuff, is another story. But it's critical thinking skills nonetheless, right? And then you don't get that in school, right? So that was on Tuesday's show. We did the first part of how to overcome excuse-itis, right? Then on Wednesday, again, I have to thank you guys for all the well wishes, the prayers, and the thoughts. My sister's doing fine. Before I left Tupelo yesterday, they had moved her into her own room. She was up walking, and this is after having her chest plate cracked open. She had heart surgery on Tuesday morning. She had heart surgery on Tuesday morning, right? So I thank you guys for all of your prayers. So I didn't do a live show on Wednesday, but I did post a keynote that I had from our event last Saturday on belief in the cycle of success, right? Belief in the cycle of success, right? I talked a little bit about how belief is where it all begins, right? You believe a certain way, so that leads to certain words that come out of your mouth. Those words will lead to actions. Those actions will lead to habits. Those habits will become your character, and your character determines your destiny. Whenever you don't like where you're destined to be, you have to trace it all the way back to your beliefs. You might have to change how you believe, right? So we talked about belief in the cycle of success. If you guys didn't see that, it's on my timeline, and I'll get it up on YouTube for you guys who are watching us on YouTube. I will get it up on YouTube today as well. It was nice. It's about 8 or 9 minutes, but it was a keynote that I did for our wealth building and financial empowerment seminar last Saturday, and people really liked that as well. So I'll make it available on YouTube for you guys as well. And then on yesterday, we did part 2 of how to overcome excuse-itis, where we tackled age excuse-itis. What is age excuse-itis? That is me believing that I'm too old to do this. I'm too young to do that. I talked about Colonel Sanders being an example of somebody who was in his 60s before KFC really took off, right? How about my man, Mikey? Mikey Knows Biz at 9 years old, and now he's 10, has his own vending machine business, has 5 vending machines, and just finished his first book. So let's stop saying that we're too old to do this or we're too young to do that, right? Mikey started researching the vending machine business when he was 7 years old. had his first lemonade stand where him and his buddy raised $1,200. His buddy used the money to buy school clothes. Mikey used his money to invest in his own vending machine business. By the time he was 8.5 years old, he was already placing his first vending machine because he was so excited. Everywhere he went, he would talk about his vending machines. He was at a networking event with his mom. Hint. He was at a networking event with his mom. Hint. You think your kids are too young to take them to business functions. He was at a networking event with his mom and running his mouth about his vending machine business. And some a lady said, wait a minute, you got your own vending machine business? We were just looking to get some vending machines in one of our establishments. He said, look no further. Right? And place his own 2 vending machines himself. This was before he even had the vending machines. He just had the idea of the business, had written his business plan. His parents hadn't invested in the machines yet. But guess what? Because he was excited and was talking about his business, he got 2 machines placed and he put his parents in a position where they had to follow through, because they said, if you do all of this, we will get you your vending machines and you can start your business. Not only did he write his own business plan, not only did he raise his money, not only did he find investors, right? He got his pastor at his church to be one of his first investors because he was excited and talking about his business. Man, I'm telling y'all, the very worst thing you can do for a child is set expectations too low. They'll hit them every time. So now he has 5 vending machines placed. And guess what his book is about? The experience that he had to go through to learn how to start his own business. So now he's teaching entrepreneurship to children, right? I don't have my copy of the book yet, but you know, he gave me my autographed copy of the book cover, right? Because I've been coaching the kid almost a year now, right? Because what did he do? He said, I'm an entrepreneur. His parents joined my coaching program. He said, I'm an entrepreneur. Can I join your coaching program too? So I've been coaching him and his parents on business, right? So if you want a copy of that book, go over to his fan page, Mikey Knows Biz on Facebook, and you'll see the link to grab a copy of his book. The website is also MikeyKnowsBiz.com, I think. So you're not too young, you're not too old to start. So how do you overcome age excuse-itis? You look at your age in the positive, right? So now that I just giving you that story, you can give that story to your children when they think they're too young to accomplish something. Let me tell you a story about a kid named Mikey who started researching his own business at 7 years old. Right? How do you look at your age and affirmative when you're older? Right? Let me tell you a story about a guy named Colonel Sanders. At 60-something years old, he started the KFC franchise. Right? You look at your age and affirmative. At 60 years old, I still got 40 years left, man. I can accomplish so much in 40 years. Right? Start looking at your age in a positive. Number 2, think about the your age in terms of productivity, right? How productive can you be at your age, right? What are the things that you can continue to do and you can continue to produce? I'm 10 years old, I'm 12 years old, I'm 15 years old. Man, I got 85 years of productivity. Let me start producing now, right? You think about your age and everything in the affirmative. Number 3 is you start living your dream today. Mikey at 7 years old started living his dream. He said, you know what? I want to be a millionaire before I turn 18. And shoot, at the rate he's going to be a millionaire before he turns 13. Worst thing you can do for a child is set expectations too low. So you start living your dream now. At 66, 65, 64 years old, whatever Colonel Sanders was, he started living his dream then. He just said, man, I'm going to make this pressure cooked chicken pop. At 60-something years old, kept fighting, kept grinding, and then it took off, man. So start living your dream today. So that's how to overcome age excuse-itis. And number 4 is bad luck excuse-itis, right? Those people who sit back and they see somebody having some success and they say to themselves, oh man, that dude just lucky. Man, that dude just lucky. Oh man, my luck is just bad. Every time I try to do something, man, things just don't go my way. Well, number one, if you keep saying that, things will never go your way. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you, if that's the way you look at life in every situation, I can guarantee you will never have any success. Every time you try to do something, you will have that experience. I can promise you that, right? But how do you come bad luck excuse-itis? Number one, you have to accept the mental law of cause and effect, right? A couple of weeks back, we did a show on a series of shows on mental laws, right? Those are the laws that govern the unseen. So when I'm looking at somebody who is successful, and if I have that pessimistic attitude, I'm saying they are just lucky, but what I'm not seeing is the cause and effect, what they did to prepare themselves to be ready when they collided with opportunity. See, you call it luck, but we know now that luck is preparation colliding with opportunity. Luck is preparation colliding with opportunity. I gave you two stories of two football players, one by the name of Kurt Warner. Before the season, the 91 or the 99 season, when the St. Louis Rams won the Super Bowl behind Kurt Warner, the season before that, Kurt Warner was in the grocery stores stocking shelves somewhere. But when he got off work, he was zipping a football with an amazing amount of accuracy because his dream was still alive and he's in his head. And he was saying to himself, all I need is one shot. If I get my one shot, I will never turn it loose. And he was preparing. First game of the Rams season, Trent Green goes down. Insert Kurt Warner, one of the most accurate passes in all of football history. And the rest is history. Not because he was lucky, because he was prepared when he collided with his opportunity. Are you going to be prepared when you collide with your opportunity? See, those who say they have bad luck are never prepared. So when they collide with opportunity, opportunity exposes that lack of preparation. And then they say, I just have bad luck. You didn't have bad luck. You just wasn't prepared for this opportunity. You've been calling out to the universe that you need opportunity. Opportunity showed up and not, you wasn't ready. And you blame it on luck. No, assume responsibility for your actions that you were not prepared. And next time you will be. Another football player, same scenario, sitting in the background, drafted late in the draft. Nobody expected him to be worth nothing. Quarterback playing in front of him, name was Drew Bledsoe. But this other kid was getting prepared, learning, training his mind, training his body, doing what he needed to do because he knew that at some point he was going to get his one shot, his one opportunity. And when he got it, he said, I'm going to be prepared. I don't know when it's going to be, so I'm just going to prepare every day like that opportunity is going to show up tomorrow. I'm going to prepare every day as if that opportunity is going to show up tomorrow because you never know when you're going to get that opportunity. The question is, when you get it, will you be ready? What quarterback am I talking about now? Talking about 5-time Super Bowl champion, right? Tom Brady. He was playing behind Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe was a pretty decent quarterback in his own right. There was no timetable for Drew Bledsoe to leave the organization. Drew Bledsoe was their guy. They were committed to him. Drew Bledsoe goes down. They put in a young kid named Tom Brady. And the rest is history, right? Tom Brady ended up getting traded that following year. He never came back to play another down for New England Patriots. He ended up getting traded, and now 5-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it, because he prepared himself for the one shot. He prepared himself for his one shot, right? So accept the laws of cause and effect, take responsibility. Don't be a wishful thinker, be a wishful doer. It's cool to be calling out to the universe for your one shot. The universe will move according to what you say. when it does move and give you that opportunity, you better be ready or you will be exposed, right? Those are the two ways to overcome excuse-itis. Number one, accept the laws of cause and effect. That means you have to be ready. You have to be in preparation constantly. So when you get your one shot, you step right in. That's why it looks like luck. That's why it looked like luck for Kurt Warner, because he stepped in and he got into that role and it looked like he belonged there all the time. In his mind, he did. And he prepared and trained himself as if he did belong there. And when he finally got his shot, he proved it. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre 4 years, waiting on his shot. When is this old man ever going to retire? I don't know, but I'm going to prepare. I'm going to prepare. So when he does, I'm going to be ready. How many quarterbacks do we know? Starting quarterback go down, they but not ready. They get inserted into the game, and the team goes on a downward spiral because they never assumed, they never believed that the starting quarterback was going down. They didn't believe they would get their shot, so they never prepared for it. So let's get ready for some Q&A, man. Give me the name of your business, ask your question, or we can do a fill in the blank. I'm going to read an excerpt from my man Miguel Thornton's book. I've got to find out, man, what his lineage is. I'm a Thornton, so we might be related, Miguel. So this is his book, Success, How to Obtain It, How to Enjoy It, How to Keep It. He's going to be on the show on this next week for Black Literature Week, and I think he's scheduled for next Friday. So here he talks about sacrifice. Sacrifice. When we as humans sacrifice, we do so accepting a loss now with the expectations of receiving a greater gain of some sort in the future. This is what sacrifice is, and it is mentality of sacrifice that enabled our 14 to reach the level of success for which they are known today. So he's talking about 14 different people who reach success, and he's talking about sacrifice, right? Sacrifice. Then he talks about selfishness. My saying this may come off as a surprise to many. However, it is imperative that we understand, especially those of us who are competing for success, is that more times than often, tunnel vision is of the utmost importance in order to ensure the desired result we are out to obtain. He's talking about selfishness in a good way. See, some of us are all over the freaking place. And because we're so busy helping everybody else win, we're not winning ourselves. Sometimes you have to get tunnel vision. You have to be locked into your visions and your goals, and you have to do your thing first, then help others second. It's like what they say when you're on an airplane, right? If this thing goes down and these masks pop down, please put yours on first, then you can help others. So we talk about sacrifice and selfishness. So he's going to be on the show and break a little bit more of that down for us. I'm excited to know a little bit more about the organization, which is Dr. K Movement, Inc. And then he's the VP of By Grace, a nonprofit organization fighting homelessness and unemployment, right? So I don't see any questions. Come on, y'all. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Give me the name of your business and any questions that you may have. I'll give you a business shout out, or you can do a fill in the blank, right? Or you can do a fill in the blank. Questions or fill in the blank. Anything we covered this week? Anything we've covered in the past? Anything you think I might know? This is your shot for me to help you, give you a little business coaching session here. If you got some questions about business, branding, marketing, building wealth, finance, minimizing taxes, eliminating debt, whatever. Because y'all know I can just keep on talking. Hush your mouth and keep on talking. Nothing? Nothing from nobody today? Really, y'all? Really? Really? Come on, people. Let's see if I had some questions that came through that I missed early on. No? Where did Mikey get his business plan model? I'm having my baby do hers now. Good question. Mikey's mom is the founder of an organization called Young Biz Kids. And I think your daughter is now participating. So if you got her registered in Young Biz Kids, Carvel, let me know and we will make sure she gets the business plan template. See, we give all the kids in Young Biz Kids a business plan template. And then that kind of gets them on the right path to start thinking about their business as a real business owner. And it asks them some tough questions that they have to come up with the answers to. And we'll make them do it 2 or 3 times. We'll make them do it 2 or 3 times. They'll go through it once and they will give their little kitty answers, right? And then as they're continuing to go through our courses on branding and marketing, our course on communication, our course on thought process, critical thinking, they start to understand that, wait a minute, let me give a little bit more thought into this and see what my business really is all about. So if she's already enrolled, let me know. If not, I can still get it to you, Carvel. But Young Biz Kids, man, we teach that and as part of Young Biz Kids how to write a business plan. And then Carvel is the guest from Monday this week where we did Blessed to Ball. He has the organization Blessed to Ball Skill Development where they teach character development through the game of basketball. So yes, if she needs that plan, let me know. I'll make sure she gets it. The Meltaway Shovel Empire LLC, Mr. Springer, don't know what happened last night. I tried to link the webinar. Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. I had a couple people who were trying to get on, have some issues. I do have the replay, so I will get you the replay today. I will get you the replay. I will get you the replay. Anybody else? Q&A. Give me the name of your business, ask your question, or fill in the blank. Yeah, give Ariel a call, and we'll get her enrolled, and then you know, she can go through the whole program. Man, it's phenomenal, man. We've got, I don't know, 25 to 30 young entrepreneurs in the program right now, and man, they are getting it, man. They're learning. They're coming out of their shell. They're doing a little bit better in school because of what we're teaching. You know, when you're an entrepreneur, your confidence has to be sky high to the point that you almost have to be a little bit arrogant and cocky. And that helps the kids in the classroom. They start to believe in themselves internally in a way that they never have before. So yeah, and look, I'm talking to you. I know you know, because that's what you do with Bless the Ball. But that's what Young Biz Kids is all about, man. We're helping the kids come out of their shells a little bit earlier. And then once they learn, they develop their own product or service. Then we have about 4 or 5 marketplaces every year. We have about 4 or 5 marketplaces every year where they have to go to the marketplace and sell their products. They have to see if the community, if the marketplace is going to accept their service offerings. And some of them have to go back to the drawing board. And that's okay. We teach them that failing is fine. Failing is part of the success equation. Try, fail, adjust, try again. And you repeat that until you succeed. Failure is part of the success equation. Try, I fail, I come up short, I make an adjustment, I try again, and I might fail again, I might make an adjustment, and I keep doing that until I win. Failure is part of the success equation. So we've had some kids who had some business ideas that straight tank, straight bomb, and we let them know that that's okay. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Let's keep this thing moving. When you're asking for a business to be sponsors for an event, what type of affordable package should one create? Southern Butterfly Entertainment. So you're throwing an event, Bethany, and you want businesses to sponsor that event? Is that correct? I just want to make sure I'm getting that correct. So when you're asking for businesses to sponsor an event, so it sounds like you're throwing the event. What type of affordable packages should one create? You should create your packages all the time based on value. What value are you providing to that company? So for instance, when people sponsor this show, they know the value that I bring is their brand is going to be shouted out in front of 30 to 50,000 people online. Now, if you don't have an online product or service, that might not be a good idea for a local business, right? They might want to do something different, or might want a different sponsorship package. That's why some of the local people here come on the show and they talk directly to the St. Louis market. And then I produce some other content that they can use on their fan page, and they can shout that out and shoot that to the St. Louis market. But most companies have websites with online products that people can buy. So it's a good place. So you think about the value that you're bringing. How many people will be in attendance for this event is one thing that I would want to know if I was going to sponsor your event. Am I going to be allowed to have a physical presence? Do I get a vendor table? Do I get a sign up on the door? Do I get my logo on the flyers and the promo material that goes out? Those are some of the things that I would want to know. So when you're putting your packages together, it could be, okay, for this event, I would probably do 3 levels of sponsorship package. A silver, gold, and a platinum, maybe, whatever you want to call them. I'm just saying silver, gold, and a platinum. Silver, you just get your name on the flyer, your name on the website, your name on the fan page that goes with this event. Maybe gold, you get your name and you get a physical presence. Or a platinum, you get your name, you get a physical presence. I'm going to introduce you as one of the key sponsors. Every time I talk about it, every time I do promo for the show, I'm going to be calling your name out as a sponsor. See, guys, think about what's happening to you. Think about what's happening to you when you hear. So it's NBA playoffs going on right now. You guys are watching the game. When you watch the halftime show is sponsored in itself by somebody. Toyota halftime show. They sponsored the whole thing. That's why you see the big Toyota symbol behind the stage, right? Because they want their presence there throughout the whole thing. Now, other commercials are played during that halftime show. But Toyota is the sponsor for the whole thing. Their name is said at the beginning. Their name is said every time they go to break, every time they come back from break. Their big logo is there. So that's a major sponsor, right? Then at the end, they might say, oh, today's halftime show was also sponsored by, and they might list 2 or 3 other companies whose commercial that you saw. But the whole thing was sponsored. So Toyota had the platinum sponsorship package. Then you had somebody had the silver, you had somebody had the had the gold, somebody had the silver, right? How many people will be in attendance? Do I get a vendor table? Do I get a logo on the banner? Yeah, logo on the banner. So this is my personal banner, but I have a big step and repeat that I did for one of my last events, and it had about 6 companies' logos on it. So every time I did a video in front of that step and repeat, same way that after every game, they're going to sit and have a press conference and talk to the players. On that banner, there is a major sponsor logo, and then there are some other logos on there too. They paid for that. So you start looking around and paying attention to different programs and different events and different things, whether it's TV, whether you're live, and you're looking at, oh, okay, that's some different. Okay, so here are some ideas for me to put my packages together. Cool. Let's see. Do you teach on how to start and set up websites? Do you teach how to trade and buy stocks? Do you have monthly meetings for your team? Do you have one-on-one access to you via email or text or calls? Yes to all of those except how to buy and trade stocks. See, I teach more of how to buy mutual funds, which is a combination of stocks and bonds. And we deal with companies kind of like Vanguard, T. Rowe Price, and all that. But everything else is yes. Access to me directly. We have weekly meetings. I do a daily marketing training on how to build the businesses that we're doing. So you're thinking about starting with us. All of my team members who are building this business actively have their own brands. They have their own website with their own banners, their own products that they promote and sell. Yes, 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 except for teaching stocks. Now, if you want to learn how to buy individual stocks, I would refer you to my man, Evan Jefferson. He's killing the game at buying individual stocks like that. But I will more so teach you how to go and get say, for instance, a corporate bond fund. And that corporate bond fund is basically a company like Fidelity loaning money to all of the Fortune 500 companies. And you'll be able to go in there and see that if you want to go to a video on how I teach how to invest, go to highreturns.financialhealthmentor.com. highreturns.financialhealthmentor.com, and I walk you through that process, and you can look at some of the things that we show. And on that video itself, I showed you how to get a 10.59% return on your investments with one of those bonds that's offered by Vanguard. I think it was Vanguard. But individual stocks, no. Do I teach websites? Yes, I will teach you how to build a website, and we use a free platform called Weebly to build your websites. Do you have monthly meetings? Yes, we have monthly meetings. We have weekly meetings, and we even sometimes have daily meetings. And yes, you do have access to me via email and text, or heck, just pick up the phone and call me. Just pick up the phone and call me. A good book for that is called How to Fire Your Stock Analyst. Okay, so author Bethany Rucker said, check out How to Fire Your Stock Analyst if you want to know a little bit more about picking individual stocks. Good deal. We got about 6 or 7 minutes, guys. Anybody else? Questions? Give me the name of your business and ask your questions. Dana Owen, a wealth coach, is another resource to learn how to invest in stocks. Good deal. Good deal. See, that's what the village is all about, guys. And I have no problem with that. Some people say, well, if I teach wealth in finance, why would I allow others to be shouted out on my show? Because you might not resonate with me. You might want a woman as a coach. I don't know. I just want you to win, man. I just want you to win. Period. Right? I just want you to win. Period. However you win, whether I can help you win or somebody else can help you win, I just want you to win. Right? Who else got questions, man? That's good stuff, man. I love the engagement. I love to interact with you guys. So who else got questions? Anybody else? Give me the name of your business if you haven't already, and then you can ask your question, and I'll do my best to answer. Yes. highreturns.financialhealthmentor.com is where you can go and get that private webinar that I did, or actually it wasn't even a webinar. I did it on the show, but that was back in probably September, October. So if you was going through my YouTube channel, you have to go through all those videos to find it. But yeah, you can get double-digit rates of return investing in bond funds, as well as investing in picking individual stocks. Did you see mine? Let me go back, Tiasha. Let me go back. I did see it, but I started talking about somebody else's. I'm sorry, words running together. So let's see. Ross Management Group, I wanted to check with you about that as well for the different programs for young biz kids. If you could send that information to me as well, that would be awesome. I have a different program I am working on, and I kind of want to incorporate some of those same tactics. And it's not just about business with my program, but I would like to have that aspect. Definitely, Tiasha. Connect with Ariel. Connect with Ariel Biggs. Because again, it's all about collaboration, not competition. She's not going to feel any kind of way if you connect with her and say, hey, I got some things that I'm putting together, kind of like what you guys are doing with entrepreneurship. Can you give me a couple pointers? Now, I would say this. Whenever you're connecting with anybody to pick their brain, send them a PayPal. PayPal them first, then call them second. Right? What do I mean by that? Guys, it's taken years and years and years for people to acquire their intellectual property that you want to access. And like, everybody's not like me. I don't mind, you know, sharing this stuff on the show, but outside of the show, if you call me with some questions and you're not on my team and you're not connected to me in some sort of way, then you're asking me to step away from my business to help you in your business. And obviously you feel that what I bring is valuable. So since you feel that way, PayPal me first, then call me second. And I hope you guys don't take that the wrong way, but you get the point, right? You want me to help you build your business for free when I'm spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to build mine. That can't be fair, right? So don't ever approach anybody about picking their brain without at least offering to buy them lunch or something, right? Don't ever approach anybody about picking their brain without at least offering to buy them lunch. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. Now, you guys just getting Free Game Friday right here. So this is something that I just do every week. But yes, I need real estate ad copy ideas. Real estate ad copies. I will tell you, Brandon, I'm not really good at copy, man. What I do, Brandon, I'll tell you my philosophy on that. Since I'm not good at ad copy, I bombard people with really crappy ads, but they see them all the time, right? So you can be really good at writing some really good, engaging ad copy and making people take action based on your ability to write that ad copy. If you know you're like me and you write crappy ad copy, I just write 1,000 ads a day and I put them out there. And you know, so people do business with me not because I write engaging copy, but because I'm in their face all the time. That makes sense? So if you're not good at ad copy, I would say take the copy that you have and step up the amount of marketing that you do on free platforms, of course. Now, if you're paying for ad space, then yeah, you want to hire somebody who can help you with that. But if you're using social media and things of that nature, man, put your bad copy out there. Just put it out there 1,000,000 times. Yeah, just go in. Just go in. 13 Entertainment, providing community events and service. How do I get one of my businesses to sponsor the other one? Oh, that's simple. Same way that Monetize My Life Academy sponsors this show every day, right? So if you have already set your business up, right, and you have your separate banking accounts for your different businesses, then you simply write a contract between one business and the other, right? You simply write a contract between one business and the other. And you set the fee and you move the fee schedule, or you write a check from one account to the business name in this account. And now that business has sponsored whatever the event, whatever the terms are to in that agreement. That's what you do. So I don't write the contracts because, I mean, it's all me, right? But to do it officially, you would take 13 Entertainment, for instance, and you would take your other business, your sock business, for instance, and you can have your sock business sponsor the event that you're having for 13 Entertainment. So your sock business will write a check according to the contract. 13 Entertainment writes a contract and say, hey, here's what you get with my silver sponsorship package. Here's how much it's going to cost. And here's the date and the time of the events. And here's the expectations. Your sock business says, okay, cool. I agree to those terms, sign the contract, here's the check, and you just transfer the money from one account to the other. And now you have the paper trail between the two companies or the two entities as proof that there is a business agreement between the two. Cool? Yes, you're worth it. How you holding up, brother? You've had an event-filled week. We often don't ask that. Get back, recharge. Turmeric, ginger, limes, etc. I appreciate that, Corbell. Yes, I am. I've got my Beyond Tangy Tangerine right here. I did get a good amount of rest. On Wednesday. Wednesday night going into Thursday, I got a good amount of rest. And I'm overjoyed, man. My sister she's just a champ, man. She's just a champ. So she came out of that thing, and they were anticipating that it was going to be a 4 to 5 hour surgery. It was a little over 2. They expected her to be out of commission for like 10 hours. She was up in 2 trying to get out of there. And then yesterday they moved her into her own room. They thought she'd be in CCU, critical care, for a couple days. She was out the next day. So yeah, man, that lifted my spirit right there, man. That recharged me right there. And then I got a chance to speak to her. She was up on Thursday morning when she got into her own room. She was up. We were just talking and laughing, and everything was solid, man. So that in and of itself, that's why I was able to come on back home, because she released me. Go home, man. It's all good. So I went on, I hit the road and came on back home yesterday. So yes, appreciate that, man. Like I said, I appreciate all of you guys, man, for keeping us in your prayers and helping me through that, man. That really means a lot, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Great question. Your experience having a business set up as a corporation and LLC, which benefits more? Younger, right now, I'm going through that right now. There's a couple things that I'm looking at. Right now, all of my enterprises are sole proprietorships. So now I'm looking at LLCs, and here's why I think LLCs is cool, because with the corporations, you have to have a board of directors with your corporation, right? And you can be the business owner and your board can vote you out of there, right? So I think LLC is the move that I'm going to make for all 4 of my enterprises. Then I'm probably going to have a holding company that owns all of the LLCs. And I'm going to run my life through my holding corporation, meaning I probably won't have to pay any taxes personally ever again, because of my life will be run through my corporation. So I've got a good resource for you. If you want to pay a few $100s for someone to set that structure up for you, I can point you to that guy who I'm dealing with. And he's phenomenal, man, because basically we'll have you set up your structure the right way for all of your different enterprises, including your own bank, including your own investment club, everything that you need, and you run your life out of this corporation. So for instance, even your job, you would take your income from your job will go into the corporate structure, and then you live out of the corporate structure. So it gets really deep, man. But if you want that resources, let me know, and I will pass you that resource, man. But yeah, I'm going through that right now on looking at proper structure for all of my entities and what will be the best. But I think the LLCs, from the way I've been coached, is the LLCs for each of my independent enterprises, and then have a holding corporation that owns all of the LLCs, right? Because I'm never going public with anything I do anyway, right? When you go public, you kind of get into some trouble with that kind of stuff. So, and then my board will likely be my family, right? So that is solid, man. It's solid. I've got Ariel has gone through it. A couple people that I'm coaching gone through it, and that's how I got turned on to it. So that's where I'm going with that. Yeah, she said I need that too. Corporation should be the umbrella for everything. Yeah, so the holding corporation will be, everything else will be owned by the holding corporation, right? Everything else will be owned by the holding corporation, including all of the smaller LLCs. Yes. Yeah, so Corbett, I'll get you that information, man. Yeah, this is what I was trying to explain to you, my multiple businesses when we were working on my website. Yes, That's it. Yeah. Just didn't know how to. Yeah. Your holding corporation owns all of, but the holding corporation in and of itself is just more like a shell. It just owns everything else, and then you can run your life through the corporation. Run your life through. Now, I don't have all of the particulars on that, but you guys know when I get it down packed, you know you will have it down packed, right? When I get it down packed, you know I'm gonna be out here teaching, because that's what I do. But I can turn you on to the resources, and it's not terribly expensive, but it's not cheap either. You're not gonna pay $100 for that. You're gonna pay, 15, maybe $2,000 for that structure to get set up that way. But it's worth it if you understand how it can impact you and how it can benefit you. Guys, it is 8:10. I didn't realize that, man. If we got one or two more questions, I'll do that. But it's after 8:10. And speaking of recharging, I usually don't go back to bed after these shows, but I am today. And then I'm going to get up and start promoting for next week. So one or two more questions if anybody's got them. If not, we can jump off, man. Again, appreciate all the love, all the support. I will, you guys will see some advertisements coming from me today on 1 hour brainstorming sessions, and what that will cost to take a part in something like that. Because some of you guys sounds like you just need some brainstorming sessions. So you'll see some advertisements from me from that regard. Most of you guys are on my team or connected with me in some kind of way. So of course you would get a huge discount if you needed that brainstorming session and how to put some of the stuff together that you're working on. But okay, so let me know when you are available to talk. Yes, Tiasha, definitely. Later this afternoon, we can connect later this afternoon for sure. All right, so with that, hey, rest first as I am out running around. Yeah, I'm gonna get me some rest, and then we will talk this afternoon. Me too, when you wake up. Got you, Bridget. So yeah, we'll talk, and then I will send you the join link, because I know you're ready to get started. So I will send you the link that you need to go through that process and get yourself registered, and then we'll start working on your game plan. I'm on my way to my third. All right, Tiasha, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Yeah, let's talk, because if that means you're EVP, we need to talk, man. We need to recognize and celebrate that, man. So good deal. All right, guys. So with that, you guys know the sponsors for today's show was Black Literature Week. If you know an author or two, I got 2 spots left. I don't want to come in and promote my own books. I want to showcase those, because I promote my own books all the time. But if I don't get the other 2 slots filled, then we'll do something like that. But if you know authors who want to come on board, who understands the power of investing $50 to promote their brand, let me know. Tell them to get at me, and I will have them on the show next week. And then today's show is also sponsored by Monetize My Life Academy. Guys, you're getting $300 value for $20. Monetize My Life Academy, the membership site, is going to be $100 per month. If you buy Monetize My Life today for $20, the pre-order, you get that book, and you will get a free 3 months of Monetize My Life Academy just for pre-ordering the book today. And those who have already pre-ordered, you're going to get a copy of a 90-minute private webinar that I did with Evan Jefferson on Monetize My Life. I'm going to give you access to that today, because it's taken me a little bit longer than anticipated to build the membership site, but I'm going to give you some value today as my way of saying thank you and for being patient. So that webinar in and of itself is going to blow your mind, and that will give you an idea of the kinds of things that we're going to talk about on Friday. Yes, Tiasha, this one is for completed books, because I'm actually they will be selling those books, and I'm giving them some pointers on how to better sell and market those books. So we will get you next time, I know you're wrapping up yours. So we will get you next time once you get closer to completion and have an anticipated release date. So with that, I'm out of here, man. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys again for all the love and support. Until I talk to you guys next week, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.